Hi heathens! Today's video is going to be my October, because they ship at the end of the month. Yeah, because I think last one was September. This might be November. Anyway, this is my Apocalyptic Beauty look of the month bag. So we're going to open it, and I might tell you what month it is, because the last one had the month on the card. But these ship and charge, well, they charge at the end of the month and ship beginning of the month. So I honestly don't even know. Let's see. It is October. So yes, it will always be like the month prior. So we've got our little bag in here. We have a jewel pop. That's exciting. And it's Halloween themed. I'm telling you, I look forward to these little candies so much. Even when I got the little Chico sticks, when I don't eat them, still really excited. It just brings me joy. We have our little Apocalyptic Beauty card. Do not look at my nails. They're gross and I need to redo them. This month's theme is Bride of Frankenstein. So I'm not looking at the items. You can see them. We're going to pull them out one by one and then look at what it says about them. So the first thing in here I want to get out is a lip product. It is We Belong Dead. Ooh, that's a kind of meta name, actually. It's this gorgeous, like, looks brick red. It looks like it's a matte, too. I'm very excited about this. It says it is a, ooh, I love this description. It is a reanimated femme fatale reddish brown lipstick with red shimmer. That sounds right up my alley. So I do have a little bit of lip balm on because, and this may not look that great on my lips, only because I have that spot at the bottom. I cannot stop messing with it, you guys. I'm so sorry. So if it gets a little weird right around there, that's why. But I wiped off most of the balm. So let's get this open. It has like a, kind of like a regular makeup, if you know what I mean, but with something. I don't know. I recognize this something, but I can't place what it is. Okay. So we're just going to go in. It's got a normal doe foot. Ooh. This is really pretty. Now, I will say, I don't see too much of the red shimmer myself. Maybe I need to be, like, in the sunlight. Uh-huh. But the color itself is gorgeous. That's the kind of color that I typically reach for, especially this time of year. I'm not a big, like, oh, this is a spring, summer, fall, winter color, but in the winter and fall, I do like wearing darker lipsticks because I feel like everyone else says you can get away with it a little better, but I don't know if you can see any of the red shimmer, maybe if I get close, but let's see, can I get a little bit of sunlight right on my face? No. Can I get back far enough? Can you even see me there? Trying to get a little natural light in on it. See if I can get some of that red shimmer. Again, I don't see any, but I'm still really happy with this color. I can see myself getting a lot of use out of this. I think you're a little crooked. Anyway, next we have Gods and Monsters, which is Lip Safe. And it is a matte red brown eyeshadow. Okay. So we're gonna put it on my eyes. Because usually I would wait, you know. But based off the size of these, which is interesting because they both look green, usually the larger pots are blush, bronzer, or highlighter. So we'll see if they wind up being an eyeshadow. I'll put them over top, especially since this one is matte. I feel like that'll be fine. Hello, getting a little extra glow in here because of that sunlight. So I'm just gonna put this on. Let me get, oh God, I'm the worst with these little things because my hands, my teeny hands cannot get a grip on these lids. I had the same problem. What was I trying to open? The Wish little, there we go. The loose powder that I got from Wish. Can you see that? It's a really nice brown. I love a good brown eyeshadow. I think if I was told that I could only wear various shades of one color for the rest of my life, I'd probably either go brown or green, because I feel like brown is obviously the most versatile because I can wear it to work, I can wear it at home, especially if I have multiple shades. Then you've got those nice shimmers. Green, I feel like I can make work for work, but I feel like with blue and purple maybe, but I feel like those would be harder to kind of tone down for work. I don't know, purple might be on par with green, but I feel like blue, blue eyeshadow is just such a statement, and I love it, but I don't know that my work would love it. So I'm just going to take a kind of fluffy flat brush and tap into this. Since it's a matte, I'm going to try to go in first with no setting spray and see how it applies. And then I might go back in with setting spray. I might get a little bit of fallout too because I'm not using setting spray. Yep, definitely got some fallout. I'm just patting it onto the eye right now. That is a stunning color. The fallout kind of looks like freckles, and I'm not really mad at it. I'm just using this and what's left on it to gently blend the edges. The fallout's not like heavy, but you should, ooh, we just lost a lot of lighting. Hold on. I'm going to cut on some artificial lighting here. Ooh. I hate when the cord gets like right up under a palette and then I have to like precariously pull it out so that nothing flies off of my desk. So let's get, okay. Hopefully that's a little bit better because I wasn't expecting to lose light like that just in the middle. So let me show you this up close and try not to knock it over because it's right here at the front of my desk. Stunning. And I don't know if you can kind of see the fallout right on my cheek, but it's, like I said, it's not heavy fallout. So honestly, at a glance, it might just look like, dirt, but it might also look like teeny tiny freckles, depending on how you want to look at it. It's not just wiping away. So that is something to keep in mind. Let's get a... Okay. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to do the other eye real quick. I'm going to do the other eye the exact same way so that they look as similar as possible. So I'm just going to take my brush and tapping in and then tapping off just a little. And then I'm going to be just pressing onto, maybe this is why I've been using loose powders wrong. I'm going to make a video where I try to do this with multiple different loose powders and see if it just works better. Oh, that's so nice. And it's got like, it says it's a matte brown, but to me it almost has like a bricky red undertone, and I'm loving it. This side looks a little more red than the other side, so I'm going to take a little bit more and just try to even them out, because I feel like maybe I just blended them differently, because you can definitely see through the crease on this one where it got a little darker. And obviously I went up much higher because I was just enjoying the color. So I'll do the same on this side now. How this side just was is probably how I would do it if I was actually going to wear it out. Yeah, this is a stunning brown. Very happy with that. Okay. I'm gonna put the lid back on and then go into one of the other big ones. This is She's Alive blush. It is not lip safe. It is a blush. I'm very confused. She's Alive. Deathly green blush. Okay. 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 Alright. I'm gonna try to get all the highlighter off of this brush. Or at least make sure all the highlighter's off of this brush. Because this is the brush that I used in my Joker makeup look to apply the... Yeah, I'm good. Lavender Ice highlighter from Jeffree Star. It's an angled blush brush. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, we're kind of spilling out the side of this one a little bit. Can y'all tell? So I'm going to take the brush around the side first. It's all in my hand. I gotta say, a green blush is not something that I own. So we're gonna take this and give it a go. This might be a little bit too much. I don't know how pigmented it is yet, so I don't want to knock too much off and then barely see it. So let's just... Okay. There's a little spot that I kind of missed. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more. Interesting. Very interesting. If anyone has ever used green blush, let me know in what capacity, because unless I'm trying to get more around the edge for the other side, because it just like plopped right on out of there into my hand, so I want to make sure that doesn't happen next time. Outside of doing another like Joker look, I can't even think of a, or at least many, costumey looks where I would want green blush. It's different. Not saying it's bad, but it would make a really nice eyeshadow. I also have green all over my shirt because since I am using it on a very fluffy brush, it's just kind of like going everywhere when I swipe it across my cheeks. Oh, I took way too much on this side. Way too much on this side. I was trying to even them out. I think I messed up. Because I kind of was liking how this side looked. This side, because you can definitely see where the line is starting to look a little clowny, which is the main reason that I don't wear blush in the first place, because I feel like on me it comes across a little circusy, and that's even with normal blush. But we're just going to darken them both. And it can just be like a cool sculpted moment with green. Okay, I'm going to put the brush away before I make my whole face green. You know, that is an addition to my collection because it is definitely not something that I already owned. Whereas, like, yes, I love this matte brown eyeshadow, but I do own other matte brown eyeshadows. I don't think I own another loose powder one, but, you know. Last but not least, we have the other big pot, which is... This isn't science, and it is a highlighter. I'm very excited about that because while I am not familiar with green blush, I am familiar with and very much enjoy a good green highlighter. So, ooh, got a little bit coming out of this one too. Let's get, what highlighter brush can I use for green? I'm just going to use this one. I do have a little bit of the pinky purple highlighter on. This was one of the ColourPop Super Shock Cheeks. Sorry, I tapped and got even more on my hand. So I do have highlighter on, so it may adjust. Whoa! That's pretty. And it might be kind of hard to tell what this highlighter really looks like because that green blush is there. Don't knock it over. But that is gorgeous. I can see myself using this regularly outside of work. Because like I said, I love a green highlighter. Especially one that's like, whew, look at that. It's like actually a highlighter. And not just here's some green pigment for your face. Because I've seen a few of those. I'm going to take a little bit just in case you can't tell on my cheek. I'm going to take a little bit on my finger, close the lid, get it absolutely everywhere. I am so green right now. And I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand for you so that you can hopefully get a good idea, short of what you may or may not be able to see on my face. I think that's stunning. I wish I could show you my leggings right now because they are absolutely covered in little green powder. My hands are so shiny. Okay, I didn't even look at the description. It says it is an electrified green highlighter. No kidding. Definitely my favorite thing in here. I am loving everything in here. I'm a little confused by that green blush, but I will definitely be using it as an eyeshadow, if nothing else. I love this matte brown. Let's see how the lips have dried because it's very comfortable. Back of my hand. It is a little transfery, but nothing bad. And it didn't seem to take off too much pigmentation, if any. I'm very excited about this, especially since, to me, the red shimmer isn't like bam in your face. So I feel like this is something that I could easily wear to work or whenever, and it still be occasion appropriate. You know what I mean? Anyway, I need to go wash my hands. Let me know your thoughts down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Go check them out if you haven't. This isn't sponsored. I just really love this brand. I think everything is so nice. If you don't like loose powders, don't go check them out because most, if everything, is a loose powder. But like, who doesn't love a green highlighter that's that gorgeous? Anyway, that's it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.